Happy Tuesday! Oh, Jody, I'm live. I told you. She just did the thumbs up for me. She's going to go get something from her mailbox that Granny P sent for Lucy. So hopefully she got that and it looks good. So anyhow, happy Tuesday. It's April 28th, 2020. The year that came in, didn't it? Hi, Shannon. Hi, Jen. So April 28th, we are going to do our cocktail today. See, my neighbor over there, asked because she says she's never made one, so I thought we'd do that, which actually works out good because Friday I have later afternoon commitments, and so I don't think I should be making a cocktail. So we're going to do it on Tuesday. Hi, C. There she is. There's our little hi, C. Okay, so I think the first time I ever had a lemon drop martini was in the Tri-Cities. You're sitting in a riverbank. Oh, how nice. Oh, how nice. Are you tubing? Or just sitting? Jen is sitting in a riverbank. I'm assuming it's either the... Is it the Snake? Or is it the Columbia? I don't know. It might not be either of those. Hi, Kate. So, anyhow, the first time I ever had a lemon drop was I think it was Outback Steakhouse. Sharon, my oldest sister. I don't know why I always have to say that. She's one of my sisters. Oh, and a kayak. That's cool. Hi, Jolene. So we were at Outback. We'd gone to TJ Maxx in the Tri-Cities, and I think I got something for Olive. Anyhow, we played a little hooky before going back to Mom and Dad's, and we stopped at that Outback. It was probably about 2 o'clock at that day, and I had my very first lemon drop martini. And I don't know how many years ago it was. It was a long time ago, though. I think Olive was just at first, so it's probably been 10 years. And ever since that lemon drop martini, I decided that I had to learn how to make a lemon drop martini. And it's probably, oh, you're in the Yakima River. Cool. I hope it's warmer than my pond. I like tart things, so that helped. So I was on a mission to actually be able to do a cocktail, and I seem to have gotten fairly good at it. At least no one complains when they have it. So we're going to start with our lemon drop. Now, I was wondering, what's the temperature to squeeze a lemon? And so I was reading stuff, and they said, actually, you should microwave it. So we're going to microwave it for about 20 seconds. It said that should help you bring out the juices. My recipe actually calls for only half of a squeezed lemon, but this lemon's kind of small, so I think I'm going to squeeze the entire thing. I learned in 1970 was actually when the very first lemon drop martini was created. It was by Norman Hobday. That's kind of a cool name. He had opened a bar in San Francisco, and actually he's credited with it's warm to the touch, which they said you don't want it super hot, so it's perfect. I have a pretty good microwave. So anyhow, when he came back from, I am assuming the Vietnam War, because it was in 1969, 1970 that he opened this bar in San Francisco. It was called Henry's Africa Bar, and he was the first one to start using ferns in his bars, which I think is kind of cool. I think I need to put a lot of ferns. I wonder how they'll do in the back porch this year. I think that would be good. Okay, so we're going to squeeze and juice this lemon. Like I said, it calls for half, but this lemon is pretty tiny, so I am going to do the whole thing. And actually, that squeezed it up. You can see it really good by warming it up. I always usually try to get my lemons at least to room temperature. Once they go into the tin, they're going to have ice with them anyhow, so it's going to cool down. All right, so we're going to scoot those aside because I've been starting to save things like that and stick them in the garden, so maybe our garden will do good. I think I mentioned that once before. All right, so we'll get our ice. I'm going to put my ice in my tin, the bigger end. I have like 4 pieces. Maybe I have 5. Don't do the math. I said there's no math involved in COVID. Okay, so our squeezed, almost lost it there. There's our 1 lemon. It's a very pretty day today. It was a little overcast this morning. I was outside getting stuff done since I'm having a cocktail at 2 o'clock. I was moving planters because like we said, we're doing that addition, and so I needed to move those. And so I did that. I had to get in my pond, which was quite cold, probably colder than the Yakima River even now. to fix my fountain that had blown over. And then it looked like I had, because we have so much rust in the water and it takes the pond filter a while to get that out. When I got out, I got to looking at my legs, which is somewhat funny because Nicola told me since I had my shorts on, I should just stay outside and get a suntan. Well, it looked like a really bad, back in the olden days, the really bad, it wasn't spray tan back then, it was the stuff that you globbed on your legs and it was always very orange. Well, that's what it looked like. Hi, Janelle. Okay, so we have our lemon in there. We'll get on with this drink and I can jabber more later. We need 2 ounces of vodka. I've got New Amsterdam. I don't have real big preferences on regular vodka. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of taste, but I believe New Amsterdam is considered a pretty good one. I like that TV show. Does anybody watch the show New Amsterdam? That's one of my mixed favorites. But I think everything's into reruns now, and I can't imagine that even if they weren't in reruns, that we would be making a lot more of those right now with what's going on. I don't know how one actor they could do that. Okay, so then the second ingredient will be 2 ounces of limoncello. And I think this really makes it. If you live in Park Rapids area and you stop at 71 bottles of beer, I can tell you if you go straight in the door, once you hit past the counter, top on the left is the limoncello. Thanks, Chris, for getting that for me. He did that several years ago when I really got into making lemon drops. Since I've gotten a little bit better at making cocktails, I haven't made a lemon drop probably in quite a while. So there's 2 ounces of limoncello. And I might not be pronouncing that correctly, but it seems correct to me. Alright, so then I have my homemade simple syrup. You can buy it. I know you can buy it, but simple syrup's pretty simple to make, so there's not a lot of point in that. And it's going to be 1 teaspoon. I'm not getting out a teaspoon to measure it, so I'm just going to blop it in there. And that one's not a very syrupy simple syrup. When I made that vanilla one the other day, it got really thick, so maybe I just didn't cook it long enough. All right, simple syrup. Got my lemon in. Okay, so after Friday's debacle where I did not add the maple syrup, I have to keep reading my recipe just to make sure, even though I've made them a million times and I shouldn't need to. So that's everything in there. So we are going to get well, we'll shake first. Let's shake a little bit, and then I can shake it again. So once again, point it the big end towards you, away from your guests, so that they don't get attacked. Hi, Jolynn, when the seal loosens, because I don't know that I do a very good job sealing. My hands are getting really cold, so I can tell that my drink is getting cold. So let's set that down. It can set for a minute while we prepare our glass. I put it in the freezer. This is not a Joy Jolt glass. This is just a martini glass. We aren't using Joy Jolt today. I don't have any cute ones. Oh, I forgot to get out. I squeezed lime for my juice. I did that earlier today because I wanted to make my garnished lemon. Or lime. I figured that would give it a little. Do you keep your simple syrup? I do keep my simple syrup for a while. Is that what you're asking me? It says suit, but I don't think that's what you mean. Okay, so Shannon says she shakes until I stop shaking. So I'm wondering if she's actually joining me in this right now. Are you making yours now too, Shannon? So we can go out on the back porch set afterwards? Anyhow, so I wanted to garnish my lemon drop a little bit differently because I wanted more color. So I did it with a lime that also needed to get used, and so I squeezed the lime. I didn't warm up the lime before because I hadn't read that at that point. In the fridge, yes, I keep it in the fridge. Nice, and Shannon is doing what she's supposed to be and making her cocktail along with me. Okay, so I have lime juice in my rimmer. Shannon might not. Some people just squeeze it there, but this is much easier for me. I'm going to set that in there. And while I do that, here's my sugar in my other lemon, but I wanted to garnish, and we'll see if it works or not. I've got both lemon and lime. Hi, Laura. What do you call it? Grate. But that's not the right word. You grate it. Anyhow, so I put lemon and lime in there, so my little lemon drop's going to be a little limey, too. All right, so, that's stuck. That must be some syrupy lime. Okay, so let's rim our glass. Move that aside. I said, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I know I have at least one person out there in the water. Hopefully my Minnesota friends are out in the water. I'm not. I was. Okay, so it didn't work very good. There is a couple pieces of it, I didn't do a very good job on it. But that's all right. It's still gonna taste good. Okay, so now maybe we'll shake again okay, Shannon, shake again. Now we'll pop off. I didn't seal that very good. And we'll strain. Zest. Thank you, Shannon. That's zest. Lemon and lime zest, which maybe if I'd done it finer, it might have done a better job. Or the other thing that might have made a difference is if I hadn't shoved it in the sugar right away, if I'd have let it dehydrate a little bit and then stuck it in the sugar, I think that might have helped, but it was wet. Okay, so there is that. And then last week how I learned how to do my little garnishes, they're a little twisty around here. When I cut this one, I had a lot of the pith, whatever, I think, the pith, the white stuff between your citrus. And so then I just took, after I cut it into this slinky guy, I took a fillet knife and cut a little bit more so it was a little less pithy. I think that's the right word. Okay. So then we're going to garnish it with our lime. Oh, that's kind of cute. Well, let's pop it that way. And a lemon drop martini. Please enjoy. Before I go enjoy, I'm just going to share a couple other things. I told you, okay, so I think I need to make an actual martini. I don't know that I've ever had very many dirty martinis, but I got these for Christmas. Originally I was going to tomorrow do like a dip, and I was looking for olives in my house, and the only olives I have are these ones that Mick got me for Christmas. They're lemon twist olives in vermouth. So I thought, well, no, I better not do that. So maybe next week we'll do a dry martini. And I also have this stuff I got at Shop Victual. It's filtered olive brine. So I think that tells me I should probably make a real martini. And then this is something cool. My sister Mary Kay and I were in Fargo a few years back after the grandbabies were born, and my parents and her had taken the train out to visit from Washington, and they were heading back. We put Mom and Dad in the hotel, and Katie and I walked down onto Broadway, and we went to, I think it's called Rosie's Cantina. We sat outside. It was a late September day, but I don't remember what drinks we had. But they served them. They did their shakers in these things. And they're so cool. You just put them on a ball glass. I can't get the lid off, but I can't get it off. It's a shaker. Maybe I didn't wash it very good the last time. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you want to make sure you can get it off when you have a mix. But isn't that cute? You just buy these little things and you stick them on your thing, and then you can do individual shakers. I like to strain with my strainer because it works better. But so that was that for today. I think Evie and I are going to go sit out on the back porch with my Lemon Drop and our Magnolia magazine. I have had it several weeks, but I haven't looked at it yet. So today seems like the day to do that. Got my dinner made, so I don't have to worry about cooking after all this. Hi, Vanessa. And we're going to go out on the deck. I fixed my pond fountain so we can listen to the fountain. And I will post a picture, and I'll post my ingredients for my limoncello or lemon drop martini. And I hope everybody has a great day. Smile a lot. That's the thing, right? Take care of yourselves and take care of those that you can take care of. And we will be back at noon tomorrow. I think we might make poutine because it seems like I do better if I actually have something that I'm doing. And poutine's really good. I'm not allowed to have it. Well, it's not, I'm not allowed. Mick doesn't like poutine. He doesn't understand the greatness of it. And so I will have it for lunch. And I think tomorrow I will do it with tater tots or roundabouts. They're not called tater tots in the Lamb Weston world. Potato puffs. Because I don't have the flat ones. I know the flat ones are roundabouts. Those are the ones I think that one of the taco places uses. I don't know which one. I think if Mark Lightfoos was on here, he could tell me. But he's not. He's not watching. And I don't know if anybody else out there knows. Anyhow, so we're going to do it with, I think they're puffs. I think I have puffs. So maybe we'll do poutine tomorrow. All right, guys. Once again, smile a lot. Stay safe. Take care of people. I missed you very much, and I can't wait to see you face to face again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.